The following program, Love is a Four-Letter Word, is rated M for mature audiences. It contains adult themes.
So whose ramparts are we attacking?
His name is Jason. He's 23 years old and drives a BMW. He has a tie collection whose designs make Ken Doan look like Jackson Pollock.
So you haven't been returning my calls, Tom? The calls asking where your novel is? You do remember the novel, don't you? That'd be the one you promised us 6 months ago.
So I'm a bit late.
I guaranteed Maya she'd have a copy when she got back.
Screw Maya. What that pernicious viper fails to understand is that I am this close to delivering the next big one.
Have you actually written anything?
Of course I have. It's just not quite right yet.
Well, that's okay, because at this point, I'm kind of beyond caring.
All right. Fine. You want it? Here. You don't have to get married. You don't have to be straight. You don't have to be monogamous. You don't have to have kids. You don't have to be sane. All you have to do is have a good time. That's all that matters. Your life is so selfishly uncomplicated, Albie. What have you got to complain about?
Your sister's school just rang. She's done a runner.
My sister, Larissa, put her at the top of the list.
Larissa.
Oh, God, Gussie, it's good to see you. You realise you're the first normal person I've seen in months.
What are you? Oh, shouldn't you be in...
At school? No, I've been expelled. Well, I probably have been by now, which is not such a bad thing, all things considered.
I mean, your bum.
Oh, you mean this? Oh, I picked this up off an op shop for a couple of bucks. Look, it's got this cavity where you can put things. Well, it guarantees me a seat on the bus every time. It's pretty cool, huh?
No, thanks.
Did you really think I was up the duff? Oh, Gussie, I'm not that much of a deal.
There is a difference between disagreeing with the principal and telling her she's a deluded old bitch.
Oh, hair looks good if you run a 10 through it.
Don't change the subject.
No, but it suits you, don't you think so, Gussie?
What?
Love his hair.
Oh, love the hair, love the feet, love the nose.
I hope you appreciate it. When God handed out boyfriends, you scooped the pool.
Yeah. Well, she kind of balanced things out by handing me a sister who sees it as her mission to get herself suspended every 5 minutes.
Okay, get something to eat. I'm starving. It must be a pregnancy thing.
So what are you going to do?
Oh, it'll be all right. I'll call the school, sort it out, piss in their pockets, be fine. Tom. Maya, hi, you're back. How was Ireland?
Cold, wet, full of Aussie backpackers.
There you go. Hey, I'm Quentin.
What you reading?
Oh, just a submission.
Any good?
No, disaster.
I don't reckon there are any good writers in this country. It's a cultural thing. We don't have a very long history. You really notice it when you come back from overseas, what a cultural desert this place is.
Aboriginal culture's been around for 1 or 2 years.
Well, that's just, didgeridoos and finger painting. When you're ready.
Roy, ready for what?
It's just a check-up. No sweat. We're on top of everything, aren't we? Look, Albie, if you get the chance, you could find out if she had sex while she was away.
So, where do we stand on the Mattingly book? I was promised the first 50 pages before I got back. Hope I'm not going to be disappointed.
No, Tom's just been having some technology problems. His printer crashed.
Well, the beauty of modern technology, Albie, is that you can go over to Tom's place, dump it on a floppy disk and print out a copy here. When you've done that, express courier a copy over to my office. In case you're wondering, this request is non-negotiable.
Angus, isn't it? Campbell, friend of Alicia's. She in?
She's still at work.
That's weird, because I tried her there and they said she'd gone for the day. Normally I'd leave it there, but as you'd be aware, Angus, things aren't always as Alicia says they are. So I checked, and she really isn't there.
Hang on. You're the courier bloke. Brought the flowers for Albie.
The flowers were from me.
12 pages.
But they're a good 12 pages.
They're not good, Tom.
Aye. Bloke seems pretty keen to talk, Albie.
Yeah. Campbell's kind of the captain of Keen. I'll see you in the beer garden, Tom. Hi. Are you stalking me, Campbell?
Alicia, we need to talk about things.
No, look, we slept together once. That doesn't make us a we.
Alicia,
Can you not call me that, please?
She hates her name.
Campbell Tom Mattingly, famous Australian writer and sacred cow.
Great tan you got there, Campbell. Use a sun lamp, or you just one of those lucky pricks born with olive skin?
The cruelty of mathematics. Campbell.com.qu. I'd like you to check it out. I think you owe me that much.
Who is the spunk?
Nobody. Let's go.
You included me in an equation. X plus Y is meant to equal no impact to Z. And maybe that's okay with you. And maybe that's okay with your boyfriend. He's the Z, by the way. But it's not okay with me.
Terribly boring institution, monogamy, don't you agree, Barrett?
I think there's a time and a place for it for some people.
Don't worry, you're talking to someone who made a career out of philandering.
Philander is not the right word.
What about cheap?
Can we talk about the real problem here?
I'd rather talk about you and that boy.
Look, if we can sit down now and cut out some of the weirder shit, with a bit of luck, we might be able to still pull it off.
I don't think I'm up to it.
Oh.
Heather left me.
Is this a relative of I left the only copy of the manuscript on the roof of the car and it blew away? Or is it of the my mother is dying genre? Because it's not going to work, Tom. Oh. The guy with the BMW and the tie collection.
I never free range with Heather. With my first wife all the time. And with the others. But not with Heather. From the moment I met her, I knew she was the one. She was my Guinevere, Albie. I was her Arthur.
Guinevere was in love with Lancelot.
Two-timing bitch.
If I had another week, I could get a great 50 pages out of him. I'd just chain him to his computer until he finished.
So why don't you do that?
Because it's got to be at Big Bed by this afternoon.
Beer, please, Klaus. The only flavour order.
You betcha.
Hey. Don't know if Sister Fowler will appreciate the smell of alcohol on your breath.
Well, Fowles won't notice. She'll probably be bombed out of her brain herself. You know, I have seriously underrated the internet thing. Minefield of information out there. You take maths, for example. Stuff about algebraic equations that will just blow your mind.
There you go.
Thanks, Klausy.
Hey, no was I?
Tom's brief, was it specific?
Hey? No, he could do what he wanted.
Right, so if basically all you need is 50 good pages, why not give him a few chapters of your book?
Oh, you're right.
Why not?
Well, because it's a mess for a start.
From the sounds of things, it couldn't be any messier than Tom's.
But that's not the point. It's my stuff, you know? It's my mess.
It's not like you're giving it up forever. You just hand it in, you meet the deadline. And then when all the fuss dies down, you can quietly shelve it, citing editorial changes. You'll have bought Tom time to come up with the goods.
I just don't think I like the idea of people seeing my material.
Oh, why do you write then?
They suspended you for pashing.
Nuns are like that. Yeah, it reminds them of what they're missing out on.
Hey, you, me, Sister Fowler, 3 o'clock appointment at the school. I'll pick you up at 2:15, okay?
She's so beautiful.
You got a girlfriend, Klaus?
No. No. I'm sort of in between at the moment.
You should do something about that.
How old is she? 36. She's still at school.
Huh?
Who did you think I was talking about?
Hey, Gussie, what's the plan? So where do you want us to put the rest of the posters?
Oh, yeah. Just the usual places. Telegraph poles, bus shelters, maternity wards.
He means wherever there's a big wall happening. Hospitals and maternity wards often have big walls.
Angus.
Whatever you do, don't start making promises to do the right thing.
I've done a lot of thinking,
The right thing.
and I don't know if I can
Do the right thing.
do the right thing.
You don't know if you can do the right thing.
Walk away. I don't know if I can just walk away.
You are offering to do the right thing?
I just want to help. I just want to be there for you and the baby.
When you say be there, do you mean physically? Financially? Over the internet?
I was just hoping we could talk about it. I didn't realise I had to have a 5-year plan worked out.
I need stability, dependability. And I don't think you can offer me that because it seems like you don't know what you want yourself.
Right. That'll be that then.
Do you love me, Angus? Of course you don't. You love Albie. I need someone who loves me too. And Bernie loves me.
Do you love him?
I'm pregnant, and he's your father. And I must have been away the day they handed out lessons on making a commitment to the father of your child. I'm having trouble making a snap decision.
Hey, is Mattingly delivered?
Yeah.
Was it any good?
Actually, it's bloody fantastic. It's kind of like Tom Wolfe meets Milan Kundera meets Cormac McCarthy.
I hope we're not going to lose the female demographic.
Oh, it didn't lose me.
Excellent. Well, I'll get Quentin to courier it over to Big Bear. Maya will be chuffed.
And that's all that matters, isn't it, Roy?
Well? Hello, I waited like you told me.
Oh, God, the appointment. What time is it?
After 4.
What's the number of the school list?
6, 6, 6.
Sister Fowler, hi, it's Alicia Barrett. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I suppose it's a bit late for us to come out now. Sure, no, I appreciate that. Well, maybe if I could just get a clearer understanding of the problem with Larissa. Failure to wear correct school uniform, poor attendance in sport, or religious studies, but academically.
Please, I learnt that from you.
I'm sorry, sister? I don't understand. Excuse me? I don't see what that has to do with anything. Right. Well, maybe God should have checked whether I was decent parenting material before he knocked off my mum and dad.
Clearly haven't been coming out here very often. There are weeds everywhere.
I wonder what he's doing out here.
It's called paying your respects. You should try it sometime. If you're so unhappy, why don't you throw Angus back and let some other fisher girl snap him up?
Who says I'm unhappy?
Val.
Why else are you still getting wide-ons for tall, dark strangers and guys in white shirts?
So, have you given any more thought as to school options?
I was thinking about finishing year 12 at TAFE.
Yeah? Where would you live?
With you, of course. No?
Well, I don't think it's such a great idea.
Why not?
I live in a pub, for starters. Trust me, Liz, I just don't think it's somewhere you want to be right now.
And boarding school is? Well, you know, being my only living relative and everything, I thought it would be nice for us to be together. Well, obviously I was seriously deluded.
And the page count's not a problem.
Well, 50 pages was the deal we made, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mate, I just can't wait to read the next 50.
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late.
Roy likes the book.
Right. Well, that's great.
First instalment, anyway.
Hear that, Albie? He likes the first 50-page instalment. I'd really love a copy of this work of mine that Roy loves so much, just to refresh my memory.
Who feels like champagne? Tom? AB?
This is the worst dribble I've ever read. What is it? Some submission from a Year 11 student with horrible delusions about being a writer. It is your duty, Barrett, to put them straight. Put them out of their misery now.
It's mine. I can't explain this, Tom.
Don't bother. You wanted to get published. You thought you'd do it on my coattails.
Hey, sorry that took a while, but I just got a call from Mayor. Big Bear are very excited. We're talking about a Christmas launch. Didn't piss in his pocket enough, did I?
Oh, his wife's left him.
Oh, the poor bastard. Hey, I don't suppose you found out whether May, you know...
Oh, with the entire Irish rugby team, Roy.
I don't know if this is the right time, but, interesting contraceptive technique.
What do you want, Paul? You've written a book.
It's no tome, it's no satanic verses, you know, it's just half a dozen chapters.
And you want me to...
Read it. Yeah, you know, and do whatever it is you do.
You can say it, Paul.
Say what?
You'd like my opinion.
Something funny?
Oh, yeah, you bet, after all the bucketing I've copped from you.
Hey, I was slagging the industry you were in, never you.
Well, I've got a lot on my plate at the moment, but I'll see what I can do.
Poker machines, Bannister. In our pub.
Mate, you're paranoid. No one's even taking a second glance at them.
Hey, we're Machine Gun Fellatio. Just want everybody to know we're playing here tonight under protest. Thought this place was supposed to be a poker machine-free zone. Angus, love you, man. We hope that this brain tumour that seems to be affecting your judgment, we hope it gets operated on really soon. Let's do it, cherubs.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Keen as, yes. Yeah, but I have to watch myself, though, because she's still a kid. I'm at least a year and a half older than her, so I have to respect the age thing, of course. Whoa. Well, is she cute or is she cute?
Need to go back to school. Very uneducated decision there.
Oh, what's the big deal? It was just sex.
It's not meant to be just sex at your age. You're supposed to have crushes and go on dates and have long phone conversations.
What, so sex means less and less as you get older?
This is exactly why I don't want you living here.
Oh, really? You're so concerned about my welfare? You know, Albie, you go around telling me how so not grown up I am, and meanwhile, there's this guy out there who's dedicated a whole website to you. He's clearly upset, and rather than deal with it, no, you wander around with your head stuck up your bum. And what about Angus? What about what you're doing to him?
This is not about me and my life.
Oh, yeah? Oh, maybe it's exactly what it's about. Maybe having me in the middle of your life is cramping your style. Maybe that's why you're so keen to tuck me away in boarding school.
Barrett, Tom Mattingly. Look, I waded through your stuff and discovered one, maybe two decent lines. It's just possible there's a writer inside you. Anyway, something must have tickled the old grey matter because I've started writing again. It's going well, going magnificently, in fact. We're talking Booker Prize material.
All new messages have been heard.
Oh, Campbell. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for calling.
Do you want a drink, a coffee, or...?
No, thanks. So did you catch my side?
Yeah, I did. And, you know, the funny thing is I actually failed maths at school. Couldn't make head or tail of algebra, so that might be able to explain why I've made such a hash of things here. Huge hash, actually, because I should have made myself clear right from the start that I'm very happy with my Zed. I'm not looking to replace him.
I'm confused, Alicia. I mean, we had a good night that night, didn't we?
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, we got on really well. We talked for hours. We laughed.
We were pissed. We crapped on about nothing.
Maybe we should have another brief encounter.
Talked about that.
Against the rules of the arrangement.
Yeah.
I could be the perfect person for you.
Well, you could be. You so couldn't.
But basically, you're not even prepared to find out.
It's about the sum of it, yep.
You know, maybe you should have the laws of your arrangement put down in legislation. That way you can hand out fines to people like me who break the rules.
Hey.
Hi.
You'd still be up?
Bernie's coming around. Picking up a cheque. It's the first instalment. How'd you go? Did you get done what you had to do, or...?
Yeah. Seem to have this reverse Midas thing going at the moment where everything I touch turns to aluminium. And, I'm sorry for dragging you into it. Tell me about the condoms, Angus. The ones all over our bedroom floor.
I was testing for holes.
Why?
Oh, you know, these companies, they do random testing, but one slip in the net and huge consequences, Albie.
He's talking about Campbell.
She thinks I'm talking about Campbell. I should correct her.
I know that we agreed not to let our partners get involved with the crap, so I am sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not fussed. I mean, I am, but I understand.
Cool. Hi, Bernie.
Albie, sweetheart, haven't seen you in ages.
Same. Oh, I don't know whether to punch you or hug you.
I'll take the hug.
Pokey machines are just temporary, right?
That depends upon your boyfriend. Albie, you've met Juliet?
Yeah,
Albie?
hi.
Here's your cheque.
Thanks.
So we should all get together and have dinner sometime.